we're not that smart that we figured it out. Let's be fucking real. Okay. Honestly, the dumber you are, the better you do in this space. So like that's a compliment. But like it's not that hard. But just to the MoonPay thing too, it actually doesn't make things that much easier, like especially being in the US. It's the exact same process you go through with Coinbase, right? So yeah, like it sucks right now that the only on ramp is this like KYC process where you're probably not going to be able to like play with the amount of funds you want to right away. And I wish we could change that. But as far as like that changing the game, right? Like honestly, any one of my friends that are like trying to use Moonshot, I'm like, I would just get crypto, send it via crypto to Moonshot if that's like the
What up,
app you want
Hangout
to
gang?
use.
Listening to some
But
X
like, yeah,
Spaces,
MoonPay
trading,
in the US, like it's
and
not
some
available
trades
to
right
every
now
single
currently.
state to get crypto immediately. It's a really similar
Live stream.
process to Coinbase, and it's not that easy. It's a lot of questions that you have to fill out.
Hey, real quick, I want to tap in on that moonshot. If I could go, cool, right? Okay.
Sure.
So moonshot, like the UX I've been here since 2017, and the UX just in this space is just shot. But moonshot, when moonshot came out, like that's the one app I think normals will all be able to buy crypto. And I think looking at that, just kind of researching, reverse engineering that, building the experts app, because if you could pay with Apple Pay right away, that's like a win. I don't know. I just think Moonshot's going to be like bigger than what it is now for Solana meme coins. Obviously, for runes, we don't have those smart contracts, but I think Xverse app has a big chance. If I haven't used the swap function on Xverse or that trade function on there, but you guys could really change the game if you could add Apple Pay. I don't know how hard that would be, but MoonPay never worked for me. But when I hopped on Moonshot and I paid with Apple.
I think we lost him.
Yeah, I don't even know who was speaking. I didn't see it.
His name was Stony.
Okay.
But I think what the main thing though, Yan, if you guys, if you or Jan, if you guys add Apple Pay, then you guys would have to KYC, right?
Well, not for us, right? Like when we add MoonPay, whatever you add into Xverse, it's not that like Xverse will KYC you. It's like you KYC with that provider, right? So basically, if you want to buy crypto inside of Xverse using MoonPay, you click on that and you go to the MoonPay website. And if you have not created account with them before, then you will have to KYC with them. But you're not KYCing with Xverse, right? Because like we're just kind of giving you that option, but it's not our service. Like we don't really, we don't manage the funds, we don't do anything, right? So
Right.
that's kind of how it works. I think, I actually have a question for you guys about this moonshot thing because I've never played with it. Like, but is it something like on ramping for Solana? Like I don't know what it is. Like Leo, like is it something that is super popular?
No, it's just getting popular. But like I said, if you were to use it, if Leo were to Leo, you use it? Do you use Moonshot?
So I've downloaded. I was actually just playing with it while y'all was talking. That's why I didn't respond right away. It looks like it's really easy. You just have your Apple Pay, and you just like in 10 seconds have got some soul in your account. It
Ye-
seems actually super quick. No KYC at all.
Yeah,
It is KYC, but
the fact that
Okay, if
it
you
is
have crypto
with
already, you
MoonPay.
don't have to KYC. But if you're getting crypto for the first time and you want to use Apple Pay, you don't have crypto, you're still going to have to KYC and go through that process with MoonPay, right? Like in order to use Apple Pay, you still have to KYC because you're getting crypto. So it's the exact same barrier to entry as like setting up Coinbase. That said, it's definitely like an app on your phone where you can just trade memes. There's no charts. It just has like a price and it has the trending memes. I have friends that have like given their kids like $100 and been like, pick your favorites, and then we all just copy trade their kids. So it's definitely like very user friendly and easy and on your phone. But I think that the majority of people that maybe I know that like some of my friends who have, who are buying stuff on Moonshot, like they all set up, Photon this weekend. They're all like getting set up for runes, right? Like it's a very basic level. So I think right now, probably like there are people semi trading on it, but I think a lot of people are. I mean, prices definitely go up when things get verified on Moonshot. So I don't know if that's them or like the volume that's actually being brought in. Um, but it's like very simple. It's kind of like baby steps.
You
I
know how
think though.
Coinbase,
One
you know how
thing that I want
Coinbase
to
had ten
say,
dollars for
yeah,
free when
sorry.
you signed up
Mhm.
back in the day? Could Moonshot do just like $10 of Sol for free? Like, because you would definitely not have to KYC to just get free Sol, right? Like, is that like a crazy
So
I
idea?
mean, you need to create a Coinbase account, right? So you need to KYC for that, no? I mean, I cannot create a Coinbase account without
Right, 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 right.
giving
But
them
That
like
my
that could
the
make
address
a
and
model,
day.
the model of free
Yeah,
free
they
money
can
is
do
in
that though. They
general,
can.
in
Yeah.
general, like giving away money. But once you do, so like I have an account and I just sent, I made it to make tutorials, right? And I actually didn't go through the whole MoonPay process because I didn't want to. I sent some like soul to the address on there. And I don't know if they're still doing this because I've only seen it once, but I was able to claim like $4.20 of some token, and then it, it doubled. I sold it for $10. Really doing well on Solana, but they were doing reward programs. They do have like a referral program for fees. I pinned a video where you can like see. I have a few tutorials on setting it up, and like, I people who wanted like runes exposure, you can buy Gizmo on Moonshot. So even though it's like not verified, you can still like type in contract addresses. So it's a little bit like deeper. You can do a little bit more than like what they advertise, which I think is cool. Um, but I don't think that like, yeah, and I haven't tried to like actually cash out. They might make you KYC for that. I'm assuming they probably would.
One thing that is there that I have not tried. I don't know if it's live, but Coinbase announced the non KYC on ramp up to $500. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they announced it like a month ago.
What?
And I've been trying to reach out to them. Yeah, I've been trying to reach out to them because we would love to obviously implement it into X first. I don't know if it's live yet, but Coinbase does this up to $500 non KYC on ramp. Maybe search that. I think it's definitely something that you can search on Twitter because they already announced it like a month ago. But not sure if
Have
it's
you ever
live.
tried
Probably
searching
not.
Coinbase on Twitter? I don't know if I actually recommend that, but I will look it up. That's so fucking cool. Like, that's what we need, in my opinion, right? We need more ways where people can just get started in crypto and not have to like go through these crazy processes where you have to wait a certain amount of days to like get your funds, then get them off that platform, right? Like, uh, yeah, so that's really cool.
I mean, I think normies are pretty used to it. Like, I think it depends if we're talking about onboarding degens that are just like, no, I'm going to get a PO box just to get that hoodie, like, no thanks. Versus, like, my brother in law who saw Bitcoins going up and has been fighting it this entire time and then sends a DM and says, how do I get in on this now? I believe in it. And, like, he's not going to care. He's going to, like, wait in line. He waits in line at the bank. He does whatever it is. It's not going to be like, this big deal to him because he's just like learning about it. So I think there's two distinct audiences for building any product in terms of people that are coming in that are curious that have like a way different tolerance and perception and biases into what they expect versus people that are here on this space that have a completely different expectation of crypto apps.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think in this conversation, like I'm curious, like for people who just want to spend $100, they literally know nothing. They want to buy a rune, they want to buy just any asset in crypto. How do they buy a meme coin without doing KYC? I mean, that's like if you can solve that, I think that's a huge step. Um,
How many, Ilio? I'm gonna ask you because like I'm really curious. I would be very interested in potentially investing some effort into this. Like when you say it's a game changer, like how many people do you expect we could onboard with this? Like if we built the perfect product that serves this purpose, like $100, $200, non KYC, you can buy runes directly, have it in your Xverse with couple clicks. Like how big do you think the
I
market
mean, the
is?
market's huge. The question is like, how do you legally do it? Like, I don't know though. You would have to talk to your lawyers, Jan, about like, first of all, if you want to serve U.S. customers, I think it's the hardest. Maybe you could build this for people outside of the U.S. But yeah, I mean, I think look, I get messages every day about this. So it's a lot of people that are on other blockchains and they want to come to, they want to buy a dog and they're on Ethereum, right? This is a very common one. Or they
Yeah, but okay, so these people are already
so
in
that's
crypto.
one
So they're
segment, and then the other segment is they
okay.
literally are like, I heard there's from my coworker there's a Bitcoin dog, I want to buy it. Like, how do I do that? And they're like not in crypto. So these are like the two segments that are. I mean, look, there's obviously the third segment of us, and like obviously we can always improve our experience as well. I think there's room there, but for those two segments, yeah, like we have to bring money into this ecosystem. I think centralized exchanges are the most practical step for doing it. It's why you guys see me tweeting about centralized exchanges a lot. The dream is to have this, the on-chain economy though. So like I don't want the end game to be centralized exchanges. I'm rooting for and building on the decentralized side. I'm just practically speaking, like, you know, we get some big listings for some of the top Bitcoin meme coins, right? That's also going to get people to use these on-chain products as well. A segment of people will want to come on-chain, and it'll attract more people because you can't have $10 billion meme coins without 10xing the size of the ecosystem on-chain as well. But yeah, look, I think those are like the different three different segments, Jan. And like I'm personally just like advocating publicly, just for and like privately for for the big listings. I think it's just like the easiest. They have the infrastructure and the 500 million users. We just have to tap into it. That's already been built out over the past 15 years, right? So what we're talking about now is much more interesting to me, by the way. I don't enjoy particularly trying to schmooze listing teams. um, yeah, I like a future where experts can just I can tell somebody, hey, you're on Ethereum, you have some ETH, you're in MetaMask. Here's a link to this. Just do this, and you can get some dog. Like that's obviously gonna solve a lot.
Okay, let's do it. Can you give me a month, and I deliver this product to you within a month.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Lol.
Let's
if
ship
we
it,
could do that
Jan.
in
Let's
a
ship
month,
it.
it would be very, very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Okay, let's get it. You
It's
got it,
apps
my
like that
brother.
that would blow up on TikTok because it's so easy for the normies to get runes. Because if you give them the whole process of experts and Magic Eden, you got to send Bitcoin here, and it takes
It's
so long.
Bitcoin meme
Guys,
coins, no longer
you
runes.
are
You got to wait for the
a normie.
transaction too.
You
That's
are
another
a
thing.
normie too. Like people are not that dumb, and when there's money to be made, they're gonna do it. Like I feel like yes, of course, let's make it easier, but also we have to give people a little bit more credit. And honestly, like people are gonna do the work when they think they can make money. I think another big thing.
Jen, I completely disagree. How many friends do you have on
I
Solana
have
and
so.
Ethereum
Do
that
you
what
want
they
to
wouldn't come
see,
check out Ordinals?
Leo?
They wouldn't check out Ordinals because they had to
That's
save
I
true.
10x
will
seed
literally,
phrase. It
I
was
will
That's
post
true.
screenshots after this of every single conversation I've had today with like friends that are not full time in crypto that have like dabbled, right? Like bought crypto and they're like, we want the deep dive on memes on Bitcoin. I've spent like all day onboarding them. They all set up wallets, they all sent Bitcoin to it, they're buying it on Magic Eden. And like there are people who are trading on Moonshot. So I don't think that that's the biggest issue. Like, people are capable of doing things. Of course, we want to make it easier. But I also think that we do need to work on like sentiment for normies, right? Like, obviously, like memes are easy for people to latch onto, right? And like trade that. But I think a lot of like this like really fast crossover of like meme coins into mainstream, like when people that are not a part of it, there's this token made in their name, and then like it gets sent to them, and then there's all this drama, which isn't happening as much on Bitcoin, right? But like to the outside, people don't understand that. So I really do think we need to work on like differentiating like what's happening on Bitcoin and like why this isn't a scam and like why this is the future.
Troy, go ahead, man.
Thanks, buddy. Jan, that was either the understatement or overstatement of the year, man. I hope you build it for us, man. Please be the use those thigh muscles. How you guys doing? Have we thought about using? I mean, there's a lot of companies and some applications for Bitcoin for SSIs. Like Microsoft Azure and Sovereign Network has been around for a long time, and these solutions are already in development or in place, and they're being trialed and they're actively being used. I don't know how much, but they're a way to, like, if you don't understand, if I'm losing people here, it's a want to let things go for things that are acceptable to you to KYC rather than giving all your information away. So I'm just curious if Jan or Leo or anybody on stage has looked into SSIs, for some kind of adaptable relationship. Is that a thumbs down? You haven't heard of it, or thumbs down? You
I'm
disagree?
just not aware. Yeah, I'm uneducated.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Well, that's good. I'm here to enlighten you, bro. Yeah. No. It's. I mean, they're. I mean, Sovereign's a huge project, and they. I just
What is
don't.
it? I guess.
Let me look it up here.
Well, just to.
Yeah. So
No, it's all good. It's all good.
no.
He was surprised by the response
No,
of Leonidas.
Sovereign is I'm looking at it right here. It's a Sovereign Network is a public permissioned blockchain specifically designed for identity. It is built to be a global utility for decentralized identities. Sovereign allows individuals to own and control their digital identities with privacy and security in mind.
I don't
Sovereign.
know. I don't really want my ID like just, you know what I mean,
Sounds like
on
a
the
great
yeah.
Is
database
this
to
like
hack.
genomes DAO where you could like, do your sample swap? It's somewhere in a vault in Europe, but it
I,
allows you to like have fractionalized ownership over the brokerage of the data. Like so you're kind of like half in, half out.
well, I mean, that sounds
Wait a
like it
minute.
could be it, but
That sounds bullish. How do we
Oh,
gamble on
it,
that?
it's
that's a
it.
real
Who has
that's
the
a
preference?
real
I think
thing
it's
from like 21.
no,
Yeah,
I,
check
Is
it
it
out.
CSI or no?
Hey, Lumen, I think it's like a cousin of like zero proof knowledge. It's like, hey, I'm telling the truth. I think I do, and then something like that. I just think I just think that we're not good here for it. But come on, man. Like, who are you, and who cares about you as much as you do? So anyway, cheers.
Last year. Am I not right, Turk? Here is that what you're
No,
saying, my boy?
that is correct.
They've got you. They've got all of you creators anyway. They've got you on speed dial. You guys are getting your monthly Twitter compensation. You had to upload your ID. Let's not act like you're all anonymous, guys. You're all fully doxed to Twitter. Elon owns Twitter. He owns all of us. So
I have not received any payment, and I will probably never will.
neither
So I'm
have
good.
I, Jan. And this is the thing. We should start a cult. I believe they should be funding us. The non-dox people. Let's do it.
in Doge, right? In Doge.
100%.
All right. Well, we brought up Vincent. We brought up Starlordy. What's up? It's been a minute.
Ah, man.
Yo, what's up,
Go.
guys? Thanks for having me up here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks
Vincent.
for
Long
inviting
live
me. It's
dog.
this has been fun.
I just showed
Yeah.
dog on stage. Sorry, Leonidas.
Vincent, I've been loving your videos. Good work, man. Really good work.
Bro, Vincent is like a machine. Have you watched
Yeah.
Vincent's Twitter account for the past like 3-4 weeks? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I have
the
his noties
dude is
on, man.
cranking out content. Like, I'll literally be like searching on Google Trends. I'll be like searching on Google News, and I'll see like 37 minutes ago decrypt article about dog and Bitcoin meme coins. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get nice straight to Twitter, be the first one to post this. I post it from the Order.io account, and then it's like, oh God, I see Vincent beat me to it by like 4 minutes. Like, this guy is on his shit. I respect the game. Real respect, real Vincent.
I mean, don't you think that there's so much to runes to report? I mean, it's kind of hard not to like pay attention 24/7 to the space. I mean, I think you guys would agree with that. It's just there's just so much cranking out right now in terms of all these social media outlets, and I think I am actually addicted. But I appreciate that you guys like the content.
I mean, I think we all have a bit of a problem, Vincent. We're terminally online. But Vincent, I don't know if
I actually feel Vincent is like Leonidas alt account sometimes.
yeah.
Just because it's always breaking news just in
Bro,
and
when
stuff
you
like
put
that. So
breaking in front of a
I
tweet, Eon, you get like twice the repost. That is a fact. That is a hard, cold fact.
Vincent
I don't
is
know
the
why more
Ord.io
people.
intern. He's on
The
it.
org.io intern figured that out, and it's like we've gotten so much more engagement since we do that on every tweet.
I'm gonna
But
test
even
this with
even
my
if you
friend
do it
Chris
with,
Voss
Keyboard.io.
tomorrow.
you can
The
do that with a shit
org.io
post too.
intern literally has Vincent on speed dial. He's like, all right, you got that handy? Because I'm going to link you this 4 minutes before I post it. Do it again. Front run him one more
Well,
time.
I'm not real,
Vincent,
guys. I'm AI. I'm AI. That's just the real truth there.
my question was actually going to be for you because you're so deep in it, and I'm following you pretty aggressively, I guess. What are you at the beginning of this space? We talked about some of the pain points that we've been seeing in the ecosystem. Yan says he's going to have a centralized exchange that's non KYC up in about two or 3 weeks, so that's coming soon. But no, I think my question to you, Vincent, was more so, what are some of the pain points you're seeing on some of these these different different YouTubers, different things happening in the ecosystem?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. So, I think people who've been in the space for a while know exactly what's going on, but I don't want to like sound like a broken record. So right now, what we're seeing is the educational phase. Everybody's basically catching headwind of, wait a minute, there's something happening on top of Bitcoin, and you're saying meme coins are the thing. And I love that people are fighting between Bitcoin meme coins or runes. I love them both, to be very honest. But in terms of atmosphere, you've seen this before where this is with NFTs back in 2021. This is the ICOs back in like the 2016, 2017. The new trend this cycle, and you can all see this, is meme coins, right? That's the new narrative. So I'm like not going to fight that system. It's happening. And the most exciting thing with Bitcoin is that people never could explore things being built on top of that. It's always been a store of value. So when there's something new, people feel like, let's go chase that thing. But it's not just chasing some random thing, it's catching wind of the most secured asset and the most regulated asset, because now it's regulated within the US. I feel like these hedge funds building more attraction towards it, it just makes more sense that I think people would migrate to this new era of Bitcoin. So when you're seeing these YouTubers report on it, Crypto Banter, Crown Crypto, Tyler, Dan from Crypto Capital Ventures, Rob, Crypto Wendy, you're starting to see the pattern now, because you've actually noticed that not only do these people have certain rune tokens, but they're super excited to see their enthusiasm. The people that have been here, OGs that have been reporting on crypto Twitter forever, their tone is like, this is fantastic. And if you catch that wind and that atmosphere, it's contagious. And you realize that they all took, well, you could say like the orange pill, but it's like the rune or ordinals pill. Like they just become fascinated with on chain anything. And so I think slowly people are going to veer off in this section, but I think it's actually happening at an exponential rate because of, we got a pro crypto president, uh, we got some pro crypto people in the House and the Senate. It's all leading this way. So when you guys are reporting or just talking about runes, the reason I'm catching all this so quickly is because that's kind of my thing. Like I've always been like a researcher in terms of catching the trend, and this was hearing what's happening on top of Bitcoin. It's very simple. People like to buy runes because it's fun. People like ordinals because they like on chain. And the people that stick around, you notice that all the holders, everybody that's in this space, are conviction holders. They see the long term vision. They're not into trade in, trade out. These people really love Bitcoin and everything on top of it. And it almost feels like we're a part of this Satoshi Nakamoto vibe. And I think you guys can kind of sense that, right? So this is why everybody's reporting on it. And it's actually very early. Like people don't even have, like we don't even have 1% of Bitcoin's market cap in anything, not in ordinals or runes. Imagine how crazy that is. It will melt the faces of other chains. So that's basically what I've been seeing, and I think people are catching wind of it.
I have something to add to that, actually. I think from my own experience, it's actually the people in the rune and ordinal ecosystem that creates that vibe. Because when I first jumped into the ordinals community, like the people I met, like literally jumping on the call with Bitcog, Leonidas, like, ordinally, all these people, they were just like so fucking kind, like from the get go, and so supportive, and like those vibes never left. Like even when other people in the space were getting super like bearish and stuff. And I think if you're from the outside, if you're a VC or you're into Bitcoin, but you've never done like ordinals or runes, if these are the people you meet first and you see these are the people leading the space, like it makes you feel like fucking warm and tingly. Like you're like, okay, like I'm willing to make a bet on these people. And Leonidas is typing in all caps on all his tweets. Like that's bullish, you know?
Like I probably shouldn't be putting that on half my tweets, but I mean, I'm telling
It
you, the
works.
engagement
Don't stop.
of that.
It
Yep.
works. I stopped the scroll for it.
Okay, no cap. I'm doing this tomorrow. I'm gonna post like pictures of my like breakfast, and I'm gonna be like breaking. I'm having eggs. I'm doing it. I'm gonna see if this gets more
no,
engagement.
You know, some of my favorite
no,
tweets were when Udi did the I forget when it was. He would do like breaking in all caps, and then it would be Bitcoin. It was like when Ocean Mining was having their whole fit. That was some of the most fun I've seen with that.
outer
That was
lumen,
good times before that.
outer lumen. You could just say breaking and then fast. There's your breakfast already taken care of. I think the before he was using all caps, like before ordinals even came to the scene with spotty Wi-Fi. Now it seems like spotty Wi-Fi is big caps or small caps. I love that guy
Wait,
though.
what? Seriously? I didn't notice.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. I mean, I see Butoshi doing it all the time now, but Butoshi's cooking though. So these all caps are lost on me. They just look like small caps, breaking fast.
There's an OG Bitcoiner called Robness. He's been doing all caps on. He's like a Bitcoin influencer. He's been doing all caps for a decade.
Yeah,
So
you're right about
we're all just want to be Robnesses.
that.
We got Surge up here too. What's good, Surge?
Yo, BG, what's good, guys? It's really nice and cozy being in this spaces with all of you. It feels
What's the
safe. It
ticker,
feels,
sir?
Well,
bro.
what's going on with the warm and tingly cozy?
Starting to feel like
Breaking. No.
what,
The
dude?
org.io
It's like
intern
Moses
actually, the
moment, you
org.io
know?
intern told me they felt very guilty. They did a breaking news on an inscription that was like a month old the other day. They felt very guilty for that.
No, Serge, I was just
Can you guys hear me?
I was calling on you, I guess. Excited for is anyone else coming in this space right now going to Bitcoin Mina and then of course Mempool Con, I guess right after that in Dubai coming up pretty soon.
Can you guys hear
Yeah,
me though?
we got you.
Can you get?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Cool.
You're good, Serge.
Yeah. Yeah. Look. It's half. The last has I don't want to name names, but you guys might know who he is. He bought Bitcoin at $1 and just for like 13 years. You know, I was speaking
You
at
perfectly as you were trying to hide his name. Is whatever you were saying was funny. Anyway, cheers. Go ahead, Serge.
Can you guys hear me now though?
Serge, I'm telling you, I
So
can hear you.
you're kind of breaking up, man.
I can hear Serge.
You're in and out, but keep going.
Yeah, so this guy comes up to me and he says, like privately, he's like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I need to talk to you. Can you teach me about this runes thing? And The guy has fucking millions of dollars in the shittiest of shit coins on his Phantom wallet, like millions. And he's like, everybody wants about Ordinals rooms, like it's daily conversion, it's daily preaching. People are learning how to download their extras, going to SatGo to check their, check the new mints. People are learning, people are catching up, and it's new, it's fresh, and it's culture on chain. And you really can't beat that, guys. And that's why kind of like we thought about, all right, Dubai is the global capital of crypto right now. Every salaries are being paid out in Bitcoin. You can purchase apartments and real estate with Bitcoin, and there's like that policy drive towards adopting Bitcoin. And we thought, all right, there's a big degen community here. There are layers of liquidity to be unlocked, and we're probably going to throw a big fucking party here for Bitcoin memes. Locations are locked in, after party locked in, after party locked in, and I can't wait to have you all here if you're coming, If not, we'll send you videos. But great to Leonidas, you want to show up on one of those fucking
Yo, if somebody
panels,
can
bro,
get
and
me the little
ambush the
iPad robot,
sexes that I'm planning to
if
host?
somebody can get me the iPad robot, I'll be like rolling around all day. I'll absolutely show up.
I think you can do that search. Search. You can definitely get a robot.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure. But I want Leonidas to come crash the panel. I want it to be very controversial. Like I don't want Leonidas to be announced. I want the sex panel to be there and like, oh, we have a guest star who just joined us from Starlink,
Leonidas,
He
do you know how to
with a
parachute, mate?
Starlink connection.
Maybe you could like parachute in.
he's gonna put
Kind of
up a
like
slide and it's
Tom
gonna say
Cruise.
breaking and that's it.
What if Leo was 2'9", man? I think he'd be the cutest fucking little thing, fucking guy. I think it'd be awesome, Leo. Please be 2'9".
His voice is too deep to be that short.
He's like Farquaad. I love it, Leo. All love, baby.
But 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 guys, here's how we're doing things a little bit differently this time around. It's not inviting Bitcoin people to come to the same Circle Jerk event every time. It's more really inviting the non-crypto people. So I've invited a lot of like VCs, PE funds, 500 million in AUM and above, institutions, policy guys, and really non-crypto people. But I'm gonna put the non-Bitcoin people, but I'm gonna put the Bitcoin people up on stage, the Ordinals people up on stage, guys like experts and everybody else, and all our sponsors. And these guys are gonna get introduced to what we've been doing in the Ordinals space for the last 2 years. That's the objective.
I love it.
All right, so
Oh, sorry.
I can crash the panel with Binance and just grill them on why they listed the ACK token.
Seriously though,
Yeah,
like, what
sounds
is up
good,
with that
Leo. I'd
shit?
We
love
get
to have you there,
we get
bro.
to dig into all the juicy details of why the ACK token was selected by Binance. I think it would be a riveting conversation. I think people will be very excited to hear what Binance has to say.
Okay, Leo, bro. This is not confirmed yet, but I'm working very fucking hard on getting someone from Binance on that panel that you're about to crash.
Bro, I've tweeted a lot of shit about Binance. I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna react to that. Can I be like the host or like the conversation host? I guess. Am I making that term up? Host? Who's the panel interviewer? You know what I'm saying? The person who runs the conversation.
Moderator.
Moderator. Thank you, Evelyn.
Moderator. Bro, we have to shame them into listening, dog. Like it's
Leo, well, if
impossible.
you're 2'9", it's going to be an easy lift. They just have to lift you to be like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, let's just pick him up. No, we can't. No matter what he said about us, let's just put him up on that thing, and then
Now, if you look at the actual dog, though, the rune, that thing is probably twice your size, Troy. That thing probably eats you for breakfast, you know?
breaking fast.
I will tell you, Leonidas, straight up, I've had normies texting me this week asking me about Dog Go to the Moon because, like, they've genuinely heard about it. And, like, I'm almost scared because I'm like, you're asking me about this way too early in the cycle. Something's sus about this. Like, we better not be topping right now. Like, it's way too early to be
I
topping.
mean, look, I
But,
mean,
like, I have had Five
that's just.
normies hit me up this week
Well,
I
about
I
think
it.
it's
mean,
the bear market sort of
what?
like PTSD when you're like, this can't be true.
I'm,
We can't be going up so much.
No, I mean, like we just had a presidential election where this guy was, mouthing Bitcoin across the world. I mean, people know what's kind of going on. They may not know these little JPEGs that we wear on our fucking shirts and shit like that. They could probably care less, and I would too. But I mean, I was just in Memphis at a coffee shop, and I was with some people, and of course I had a hat on that said Bitcoin, make it pump again. And this dude who you wouldn't pick out of a crowd, he started talking to me and my Web3 homies who are just human beings that look like human beings, right? And he's like, yo, I work with G Money and I'm a sports agent that works in Web3. And it was just like, yeah, because of the hat, should you be wearing a hat that advertises that you might be in Bitcoin? But I mean, it's like people do know and they're hearing it and they're poised because it was, nationally, internationally been talked about for the past few weeks, pumping bags. I mean, Bitcoin's almost at 100K. It's kissing up at 100K without fucking it, kind of thing. And I mean, it's like I think we're at the right onboarding like momentum where we need to be. It's like you buy in at the price that you deserve. We're at the onboarding process that we deserve right now. It doesn't answer everything, and I'm not trying to end this space. It's just I think we're fine, and of course we're always going to be creating and trying to think of faster ways of onboarding people. But I just think that, I mean, it's like a cannon. It's been a shot. It's been heard across the world. Like you'd have to be in a tribe without electricity to not hear about Bitcoin. Anyway, that's my time.
I'll tell you exactly where we are in the cycle, guys. I was at the in-laws' house. My kids were running around, shit was nuts. And my extremely normie father-in-law opened his crypto.com app that he set up in 2020 when I told him Doge was the new thing. And he said he was break even on the trades he's made over the years today. He said he made some money, then he lost some money, then it went all the way down, and he pulled out his app. And I was like, what are you even in? And he told me a whole heap of altcoins I've never even heard of because he's so normie that he's buying things that I just wouldn't
Safe
think to
Moon. They all
buy.
bought Safe Moon.
Uh,
That was the one last cycle. Like
yeah,
not a
and he's
single
up.
real degen bought that thing. That was
What about
100% normie.
Fartcoin?
It's funny you say that.
No
Fartcoin is the
one's
future of
father-in-law is
finance.
buying Fartcoin.
Did you ask
I
him?
gave my mum a rune stone, and she's called the top last time, and so I'm going to listen to her again this time because she's called the top on every cycle for the past like 3 or 4 cycles, and I never listened to her, and she's always like, "Eddie, isn't this a good time to sell now?" And I'm like, no, mum, number will keep going up," and then sure enough, fucking number go down, and so like I think fourth time I might listen to her.
Is she down to like start a list and add my number to it? Can I get the call also? Dude, my 73-year-old father is like a huge fucking fan of like Gizmo, Billy, Panda, and this is a 73-year-old 73-year-old man, bro. Like he's with Ordinals Runes Maxi. The guy knows how to operate
That's
Magic
wild.
Eden and and Express Wallet. And if he can, living in a third world fucking country, getting bumped to fucking smithereens, I'm sure anybody else will learn how to do this. Trust me.
I want to say something. My mom is she identifies she as an artist, so she love the whole concept of a dog, and she want to make some artwork from dog. So that is a dog effect. So everybody is trying to make dog great again. I'm so bullish about this. My mom is already like 16 years old, but she's still very bullish on dog, very bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, let's do it.
Bro, is this Weed now?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
bro, it's
me, it's
been a
me.
minute, bro. I haven't
I
seen you
love
on
Weed
stage,
Out.
man.
Man,
Yo, I
Good
but
to
love
hear your
Weed Out.
voice,
holy
man.
shit! But it was a different account,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I'm trying
Yeah.
to build a decentralized channel that everybody can join and join the show. And I'm now assembling and make contact with some other countries. Like I invited a partner from Nigeria. So I want to share something about their country, their crypto thing, and I'm trying to do something about this.
I love it,
Uh,
man.
Yo,
I love Weed Out.
I've got to
I
give
love
it to
China. It's so
I
funny.
got to I got to give it to Leo for picking up on the voice. To be honest, like out of nowhere,
You gotta know
new
your
account.
community,
He's
man.
like, "Yo, is that Weedo?" Like that. That's good shit, man. Props, respect.
yo, guys, I need some help. Leo, I need some help. We've got a lot of these top runes repped here in Dubai, but I need dog army representation. So if anybody can connect me
Bro,
to like
pretty
any
much,
community
Jerry, pretty
leader.
much, this is just like, literally think about it. Pretty much everyone who holds a rune probably has some dog. Like, the reason there's not like that much beef between all these communities is because like probably like 80% of the pops and billion gizmo holders also probably hold dog. Right? So like we're all the same people. I hold all these tokens too. Like we're all the same. It's the same holder base of all these things. So I'm pretty sure you probably have a lot of dog holders as well.
We're all the same
True.
idiots that held for over the past 6 months, and through 20 different ordinals and runes or dead periods.
Yeah, the
We're all the
space
same delusional people.
the space is not big enough to start hating other projects. Wait for like 100x, then everyone can hate each other.
That's healthy competition, though.
Ordinals has always been good though because it's been like less competition, more like build together, but healthy competition, of course, innovation,
Except for
etc.
RSIC. Except for RSIC is the only one. But everyone else is fine.
Oh man, I don't
Are
even
we
get into
hating on
RSIC,
runes
man.
dev, guys? Are
Man,
we hating on runes dev? I'm still holding and buying more, guys.